This podcast is sponsored by our SA Rock and Metal Fans Facebook page.
Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Guys, Rival Gods from the UK, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah, it feels like we're not in a band anymore.
You know, this is funny you say that, Dan, because that's one of the questions I was going to ask is, how the hell did this happen? Because you sent me a EPK, and if people don't know what that is, what the fuck are you doing listening to this podcast? Okay, electronic press kit, right? And it says you guys formed during lockdown via a video chat call. How the hell did you form a band like that?
Right, what happened was there was a guy who will not be named who actually started the whole Rival Gods thing going.
Right.
He got 5 of us together, including me and Simon, and Andy, who's the lead guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
And after a couple of weeks, he pissed off. After just, I think we had 4 practices, and then lockdown hit us, and then a week later, he went, you know what, I can't do this, I'm off. So we're like, right. So just me, Simon, and Andy, we don't know each other. We've just met through this band, and we're like, right, what do we do?
What?
I just moved back up to Yorkshire as well, which is about an hour and a half drive away.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, well, it takes me an hour to get to you guys. Do you want us to carry on? And we're like, you know what we've got is too good. But obviously we're in lockdown, so we can't audition anybody. So we just put an advert out. And luckily we got the first 2 guys that came in. And we're like, right, what can you do? Sent us a video, so that'll do. And then we started writing songs and sending ideas over WhatsApp.
Wow, you see, anything's possible. That's amazing.
You see, I was gonna jump in there. 'Cause Dan actually mentioned that Yorkshire was an hour and a half drive away, and I'm guessing, Trev, that your predominant audience, well, it would be global, would it?
It is, yeah. It's global.
But
yeah.
Do you have a mass audience in South Africa? Do you have a lot of followers in South Africa?
I have more followers in Europe and US than I do in South Africa, which is
oh dear, okay.
Fucking
well,
insane.
for all those listening in the US, an hour and a half in the UK to drive is a big deal. But I'm guessing it is. I'm guessing it isn't over in the States, but yeah.
It's not the same as driving the equivalent of 10 miles through LA. It goes like 80 miles.
Yeah. Windy
and
roads.
Also, if any of you have seen The Lord of the Rings, Yorkshire is a lot like the Shire. It's a place where men are men, and unfortunately so most are women.
Yeah, I have driven through Yorkshire once, and it was kind of scary, and a lot of windy roads and single lane roads, and very dreary and long, and not a lot to see.
Them's our motorways, mate.
Yeah, but
Fair point.
That's prime tourist real estate.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I like to ask you guys to have a chat with you and everything like that, and well, Dan asked you to send me a track, and you send me the EPK and everything like that, and I listened to the song, and I was like, default zone, I was okay, right, Rival Gods, here we go, metal, and it's like, no, it's not. It's like, okay, so what genre would you classify Rival Gods as?
I think it's a good question.
I like to say we are just straight down, middle of the road, box standard, classic rock.
You'd put us under classic rock, yeah. I'd say classic rock, hard rock with a virgin on hard rock. I like to go towards the hard rock side of things in my own head. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think we are?
Well, this is the thing. There are elements of metal in there, particularly with the drums and the guitar riffs. I mean, I know, Dan, you play the bass, and it's fucking brutal. But it has got. I would, if I had to put it into one genre, I would say hard rock, because there's definitely metal elements in there, absolutely. But it's also like classic 80s rock sound that would fit that kind of era.
It's just hair metal.
Yeah, well, no. Well, yeah. I mean, people say hair metal. I just think fucking big blown up, teased up hair and shit. No, I don't think it's that.
Well, that's what I've got. That's what I
That's what
sport.
you've got.
That's what I've got packed in my
That's
jeans.
what you've got.
I've got a Como.
That's what you've got. I don't know where the influences obviously in any band come from all different angles, don't they? You know, I mean, I'm a big fan of Guns N' Roses, 80s hair metal type stuff, but I will also listen to dance music. Don't tell anybody. Reggae, you know, all manner of
told us
80s
that.
pop. But
You didn't tell us that. Yeah.
Nope.
Just let you know you're out of the fucking band. Sorry, man.
yeah, yeah, I do that. I
Formed
do
during
that.
lockdown, split during lockdown. Fuck this shit.
I do that in my own time in private, but I haven't actually told the boys that yet. Maybe it's over. I don't know. But no, I do listen to a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'm a big Guns N' Roses. I love Motley Crue. We've been told that we've got the sound of like I don't want to say it and then curse ourselves, but like Velvet Revolver type sound with a twist of
funny
other
you
stuff.
say
You know?
That's 80s, I guess 80s teased metal hair, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm an 80s child anyway, so I mean, definitely Guns N' Roses. It's not leaning towards the thrash era. Definitely not in the 80s, but definitely in the hard rock. I mean, it's got such a nice groove, like a sit back groove. You know what I mean? Like you just you're in the seat and you're just riding it because it's so fucking good.
I really don't want to blow smoke up his own asses, but you ain't heard nothing yet.
Yeah, we do have an array of tracks on the back on the sort of, I want to say back burner, but there's a list of tracks waiting to go. They're written and they're I'd say 98% finished. A lot of them. We have recorded 2. This is one of them that you've got your hands on, which is called Default Zone.
Right.
The other one I'm not going to go into detail about. You will get a taste of that very soon.
Well, I'll let you know. It's called BTM.
BTM.
Yeah.
BTM.
Not
okay.
BLT. Classic sandwich.
Not BLT.
It's basically beat the meat.
Beat the meat.
I am rather partial to a bacon sandwich. So
Oh, Jesus. Bloody
but
hell.
yeah, we
Beat
do.
the meat. There you go. Okay.
We
beat
do
the
have.
meat. But I mean, that's great that you've got some more stuff lined up, because that's one of the questions that I was going to ask is obviously during COVID and the pandemic and all that sort of shit, you must have had quite a fair bit of time on your hands after forming and then sort of like COVID hits. You must have had a fair bit of time on your hands to write sort of ideas and possible tracks and stuff. I mean, have you got a whole album's worth or what?
Oh, nearly. I think it was difficult for Dan and Simon, especially. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm wrong, but Andy, lead guitarist, was spilling out ideas. He was able to sort of record those on his phone, send them over via WhatsApp to me and to the rest of the guys. Then Stan, our rhythm guitarist and backing vocals section, he was able to put some things together. Bass and drums, it's difficult because Simon doesn't carry his kit around everywhere. It's not an easy thing to have at hand and to have when you've got neighbors as well. So it was difficult for Simon to say, hey, look, I've come up with a beat, take a listen to this. And for Dan as well. I mean, Dan, you're a busy guy anyway, aren't you, at home with family and stuff? So for us 3, especially in the beginning, there were ideas bouncing around, and Dan and Simon would definitely get stuck into those ideas and say, look, I like the sound of that, but can you change this? And can you change that lyric? And, can we do it this way? And then when we came out of, it was first lockdown. So we were sharing ideas and writing together via WhatsApp, via video chat. And then we came out of first lockdown and it was like the end of school, when school breaks up, it was like, wow. Let's do this. Let's go.
It was terrifying because this was the first time we actually met.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we'd not actually met each other properly. So we'd done a lot of talking on the phone.
Wow.
And if I remember correctly, we actually got HQ set up at this point as well.
Yes, we did. We got headquarters. We call it the Rival Gods HQ, and we have a rehearsal space there, which unfortunately at the moment is closed due to current situation, which we're a bit disappointed.
What is the situation right now in where's Yorkshire? Is it the Midlands?
Yorkshire is. I don't know if you guys had Walker's Crisps with the advert years ago. We're about. Yeah, we're about where the mouth is. We're about a quarter of the way down from there.
Well, you're north. You're if you look at the map of the UK, then you put a pin right in the middle of it, I should say.
Slap bang in the
Kind of
middle.
north.
That's round about me.
You're northeast England, aren't you? You're in the coldest and dreariest part, but they make good tea, don't they? Dan?
I thought that was London.
Make the best tea, but no. Northeast is Newcastle and the Sunderland. So don't lump us in with them.
Yeah.
We are a coat wearing folk. No, if you look at the middle of the country, you've got the Pennines. About halfway down to the left is Manchester, but to the right is where God's country is.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the band is kind of pinpointed, mapped in Derbyshire because that's a bit of a central point for all of us. But like I say, we're only an hour to an hour and a half drive away from the furthest band member.
I bet it feels more like 3 hours when you get together. Jeez. I mean that an hour and a half earlier is not a pleasant drive either.
Well, the good thing is it gives me a chance because I've got this special machine that we record any songs we've got onto this, and I can get it straight onto my phone.
Right.
And I can just listen to it on the way home, and it really sets it in my head.
Yeah, we do a lot of that, don't we? That's how we've been creating music, is by recording everything that we do, taking it home, reanalyzing it, coming back the week later and saying, I'm going to change that, or that sounds great, let's go with it. And then we managed to, after doing that, we managed to say, right, let's go in the studio, let's record, and we nail it. We're pretty good at. We're quite a smooth transaction, I would say, for a new band.
It's kind of must be a hell of a frustrating though.
Oh yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, we're sat here now, it's as frustrating as a guy who's got a girlfriend 2 hours away and he can't visit her during COVID. It's that sort of frustration, because all we do is play music, and it's how we get our kicks. It's how any musician gets his kicks, and you're not allowed to do it. So
I think sorry, Dan, go on.
So yeah, I'm saying it's even more frustrating when, because before I was with Rifle Gods, I was in a band for 10 years,
right?
And I've gigged all over the world with them.
Wow, okay.
But that was about as far as they could go.
Yeah.
With these guys, because we're starting out, you've got that eagerness to just do something, just to get your music out there, because this music, as I hope you agree, is good.
Yeah, no, it is. Absolutely. It is completely good. And that's what I was saying. I was torn between, what genre is it, but it just fits so fucking perfectly. It's
so frustrating at the moment, because there's a lot of new bands out there, and trying to get people to listen to it without actually being able to play it for them.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating, especially when, like blowing his own trumpet again, we know how good it is.
Yeah.
And it's like, just listen to it. But everyone's going, but you've no track record, you're a new band. It's like, just trust me, listen to it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't give bands or musicians the time of day, enough time of the day, put it that way.
Well, we were quite fortunate in one sense, because when we had written Default Zone and we put it out there, the very first moment we put it out there, the BBC had swept it up and played it. So we were really kind of happy about that situation. The BBC took it on, they played it on air, and we thought, wow, and it just kind of backed it up for us that, yes, this track is worth pushing, and we did. So, and that's how we got to be with yourself, Trev. Now,
yeah, well, I mean,
doing a podcast.
I mean, this is it. I can't remember where it is that you guys posted on Facebook, but I think it was probably the Metal Zone or something, on the Metal Lab or something like that. And I just said, let's do a podcast kind of thing. And that's how it gets to so many people. It's like underground. It's like old school underground, but it's on the internet, which is kind of weird. So it's not underground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, It's just so weird that this COVID has pushed people into being extremely creative, and coming up with different ideas and pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, that seems to be noticeable. People are having a lot of time at home. I mean, I've got friends who are also musicians in various different bands, and they have time at home now to do other things that they're good at, you know. So I've got guys making cat scratch posts, you know, doing some joinery, doing jigsaw puzzles, that type of stuff. But it's not.
It's
you know,
crazy.
People are doing things they've never done before. You know, I'm
Yeah.
actually still working full time. I am fortunate enough to have a routine, because I think I'd go crazy if I didn't. But the only thing, like I said before, missing from my life is the fact that I can go to rehearsal with Rival Gods and create more music. We were on a roll. We were on an incredible roll between sort of August and the most recent UK lockdown, which happened in November. Was it end of November? I think it was.
November, when because we all went into the tier 3, didn't we? So it wasn't a full lockdown, but it was, you can't meet anyone outside your bubble.
It was definitely enough to put a spoke in the works at the time, because it's very hard to keep momentum when you've started writing music, and we've got a set list written down. We're like, okay, this is what we're going to do, and then all of a sudden the brakes are applied again, and we're all kind of visioning ourselves back in the house, not being able to go out, not being able to do anything, and it kind of puts that disappointment in it. So hopefully we've got enough on our musical plates to you know, sort of push forward a little bit. I mean, there's a few things on the back burner. There's Burn the Machine BTM. That's on the back burner. We're looking at creating a video at the minute.
You see, that's good, because you've got a kick-ass fucking song, and you now need to, particularly nowadays, you can't just think about going out and playing gigs, but now you've got to have such a massive online presence, and doing a video is definitely the way to go.
Well, it's like a brand these days, isn't it?
It is.
Here's a song, let's move on. It's like,
that's exactly it. Yeah, sorry, I was just going to say that's exactly it, because it is a brand. You have to treat it like a business brand, and you have to keep pushing it in people's faces until it's there subliminally. You know, they know rival gods.
Yeah, I mean, we want to be able to have this song scroll up on somebody's social media page, you know, and you can't really do that very easily without having some video, because you know, an audio clip doesn't just scroll through Facebook, for instance. But so that's the next plan. We do have plans, you know, we're staying positive, but like Simon said, when the second lockdown hit, I think everybody took a bit of a mental hit over in the UK and globally. I mean, we're all going through the same thing, aren't we? It's not just designated to one area. That's the crazy thing about this new situation.
We've just been lifted now, so as I was saying earlier off air, it's we've just been lifted now. We're able to get cigarettes and alcohol now, so and that was crazy, man. Prohibition, fuck that for a bad idea. Jeez, that's not pleasant, man. You know,
totally doesn't make sense.
I'd like to see the UK handle prohibition. Fuck, there'll be mutiny.
England would burn if the lockdown. There'd be nothing left.
And I'll say that tongue in cheek, because I lived in the UK for 10 years, so I know what I'm talking about. Fucking hell, my liver's never been the same ever since. But I mean, you know, that's you got to learn sometime. Okay, so single is Default Zone. Is this now out on Spotify? Where can everybody get it?
Yeah, so you can find it on Spotify, SoundCloud. We have Facebook and Instagram page. It's on YouTube. The song is on YouTube. If you were to type in Rival Gods Default Zone, it will pop up as one of the
so everything will be in the description below. All the links and everything will be in the description below, so people can click, like, love, share, and do whatever it is they need to do.
Any reputable music provider, Amazon, Spotify.
Right. Okay, the usual standard digital platform.
Usual box, Yeah.
Okay, so Sam, you're a foodie, hey? Jeez, what is that all about?
I don't know. We've got poor internet connection somewhere, I think. What's that? Sorry.
Sorry, Sam. I was saying that you're a foodie. What's that all about then?
I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I was brought up in a family which was kind of old school farming type family where the wives would cook and the guys would go out and work, you know. So it's kind of an old school traditional style. And there was always food on the table. So I eat. I enjoy eating. I try to take control of it so I don't get too fat. But I do enjoy good food and good drinks and
What's the best meal you've ever cooked?
Oh, my parents live in the south of France, so I like a good beef.
Oh, you're in trouble, mate. Oh,
yeah,
blimey.
yeah. And a beef bourguignon with mashed potatoes, I think. But you know what? She did a South African dish for me, and I want to pronounce this correctly because this is how she taught me, but it was called baboete. And I don't know if you know. Yeah?
Baboete.
Okay, it was good.
Yeah, good. Nice. And South African food is very hearty and and a lot of, usually with a lot of brandy and everything like that goes with it. So Dan, man, you've had like 20 years experience in the business. You know, was there ever a time when you're like, for fuck's sakes, you know, when will my time come?
Oh man, let's see. I started playing when I was 12 because my music teacher decided I had rhythm. So I got excited.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to put me on drums. And no, he's an acoustic guitar. Go sit in the corner.
Wow.
Turns out there was, I had about 6 lessons, and the band at school told me they needed a bass player. And I said, I can do that.
Jeez, and there you go. Wow.
I ran home to my mum. Mum, I need a bass guitar. So took me down to one of the local music shops and got me a really cheap guitar. And I was with that band for about 4 years. And then there was a moment after school, you know, when all your friends kind of split up and you go off to college. And at that point, I thought my music it's over. I'm never going to find that kind of band again. And for years, I tried to form bands, and I'd get one good musician and 4 or 5 mediocre, and the one good musician always bugger off to form another band, and then leave us with the mediocre ones going, "Oh, this just ain't working no more." And then
what do they call it when you house people and they go on to develop like big tech companies? It's like a
I don't know the word.
Oh, but you know what I'm saying? Like you're sort of like grooming them to be better musicians when you're not going with them. Yeah, I forget the name of it.
I know the word I use for it. I know the word I use for it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on the... Yeah.
But no, you can say it, Dan. This is an adult podcast, man. Your words are your words alone.
Absolutely fucking twat-ass cunt wallets.
There you have it, people. Twat ass cunt bollocks or something. What was it?
Pardon my French.
Something from Yorkshire, that one. I don't know. I don't say that.
But no, obviously there's times in life where you meet women and they become more important. Then they become less important again, so you go back to the music, but it doesn't quite work and you find another woman.
So the cycle continues.
Oh, yeah. But it wasn't until 2010 I was watching the World Cup after England got kicked out, and I thought, I need a band. I looked on Gumtree, which I don't know if we've got over there.
Yep.
And I saw this band. I thought, I'll go for an audition. I was with them for about a year, and me and the singer had a bus up in the car park. And that night I was playing, we were supporting a band that I then joined the very next week and was with for up until I joined Rival Gods. I don't want to mention any names because I don't want to plug them because,
sure,
you know. But yeah, there were definitely points between in the last band I was in where it was like, we're hitting that ceiling, we can't get any further. We'd done like a battle of the bands and we won that to play Hard Rock Hell. And I thought, can't go any higher than that. We're playing with the likes of Ugly Kid Joe and Fozzy and Airborne. And
wow,
how can we get higher than that?
Yeah.
And it's like, we can't because nobody wants us to. And then, like I mentioned to you earlier, I and I've been debating with the guys whether I should bring this up or not, and they've said go for it, so I will do. The back end of 2019, I got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Oh.
In the left-hand side of my tongue. It was an aggressive tumour. And in October, I had to have half my tongue removed all the way down to my voice box.
Oh, shit.
And they rebuilt my tongue using tissue from my right side.
Man.
So if anyone listening can understand that, that's why my voice is a little bit off. And I've got a speech impediment now, which has fucked up the singing for me. But
it doesn't matter. You're still you, man. You're still you.
Oh, I'm still going.
Fucking matters. That's all that fucking matters. And
the thing that pissed me off was,
are you totally clear of everything now?
Touch wood. Yes.
Excellent. Good on you, man. Well done.
Thank you. What pissed me off was I got through the operation, and I got through the rehab, and I got through the radiotherapy. I had a feeding tube in my stomach because I couldn't eat anything because of the swelling, and basically cut my face open like Predator to get to my tongue. The band I was with showing me all the support. Oh, we love you. We've got you. You're his brother. We love you. Yeah. Before the radiotherapy ended, fuckers booted me out.
Well, fuck them then.
So I basically said, man, fuck you then. And then the week after, they came up with some cock and bull story about, oh yeah, he don't want to be in the band no more, whatever. The week after, I joined Rival Gods.
Listen, it was a blessing, mate. I'm glad you got booted out of the fucking band.
Do
you know what I mean?
There you go. That's exactly it. Silver lining in everything, man.
And the beauty of hindsight, fuck them.
Exactly.
They got as far as they could go, and I was with them when they did it.
Yeah.
Now, they can't go fucking nowhere.
Exactly. Fuck them.
I have overcome my biggest obstacle. I've now got everything I've ever wanted. I've got a beautiful woman. She's given me 2 beautiful children.
Yep.
I've got a band of actual brothers, not brothers that I thought the last lot with. These guys are fucking brothers. If I need them, they are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What more could I ask?
Good on you. Yeah, exactly. Well done, mate. Simon, the man sitting in the back over there, the drummer.
Yeah.
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's get down to it, man. You've played some big venues, no doubt, in your career. What's the biggest?
Yeah. Probably about 6,500. I wouldn't say it's massive. At the time, I was
not massive. Fucking hell.
Not that big compared to some of my friends' bands, but yeah, it was quite a tidy sum of people.
just a few. Jeez. Okay, so we're running fast out of time here, man. So I've got a little bit of fun here. This is called This or That. This is kind of new. Okay, you guys can answer when you are ready. Led Zeppelin or The Who?
Led
Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Yorkshire or London?
Yorkshire.
Oh,
I knew.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say London. I'm going to be different. London.
There you go.
You're out.
Wembley or Madison Square Gardens?
Oh, Madison Square Garden.
Wembley.
Madison Square Garden.
Lager or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Oh, I'm teetotal.
Good on you, mate.
Lager.
Used for whiskey.
Studio or live?
Live.
Yeah, definitely
wow.
live.
There you go. Okay, shit. Okay, what is the funniest thing that has happened on tour, regardless if it's Rival Gods or any other band? What's the funniest shit you can remember on tour?
I threw our rhythm guitarist through a toilet door while the drummer was having a shit. The best 80 quid I've ever spent.
I went skinny dipping with a homeless person.
Sorry, you did what, Simon?
I went skinny dipping with a homeless person.
I was headlining a biker festival, and some guy was falling all over the front of the stage, and there was cocaine everywhere.
Oh, damn!
But that's probably it wasn't funny, really. At the time, it was. There were also a couple of girls with nothing on.
There's nothing funny about that.
It was the craziest gig I've ever done. But, you know.
Was this the same gig?
Yeah.
Sounds like a damn fucking good time, man.
It was happening.
Wow.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Best gig you've done Yet.
What's
Yet, exactly. Yet.
Yet.
There's more to come. There's more to come.
yeah.
Rightio, guys. So
Crazy
we're now fast running out of time. So I just want to take the time to Dan. Thank you for reaching out or responding to me, man. And
No problem.
to have this chat and for sending the music, the EPK, and all that stuff. And well done, you, man, on beating the big C. Fuck that, this little C.
You were the first. You were the first that got that out of me. So
good, man. Thank you for sharing, man. Sharing is caring, people. So in the description below, people.
It was something that my partner mentioned to me today. Actually, she says, "Look, if you're at a gig and you're feeling self-conscious and you don't want to talk to people because of how you sound, you've got to make sure that they know you're not being a dick."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because I mean, you might come off as standoffish and not exactly want to be open to talk. So good on you, mate. So good on you.
Yeah,
Sam, thanks very much. Simon, thank you very much. And I wish you guys all the best, man. And when you've next got the next couple of tracks ready or single or whatever it is, get in touch and shit, man. Let's just do this again and shoot the breeze some more.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, man.
Anytime. Remember, get you guys to visit our Facebook page.
Absolutely, everything in the description and below, people, will be the links to absolutely everything. Click, like, love, share, and subscribe, and do whatever it is that you need to do. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much. Take care over there, and we'll chat again soon.
Thanks, Trev.
Alrighty, guys, keep safe.
Hello, mate.
Bye bye.
Cheers.
Bye.